Hey guys, this is Jam of jamonline.ph and welcome back to my channel, and today we're gonna take a closer look at the newest MacBook in town, the MacBook Air M1, and the variant that we got comes with 8 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of internal storage. So, hindi pa siya officially available dito sa mga stores, but you can get it at the Apple online store for only $54,990, I believe, or $55,990. So, yes, that is the cheapest MacBook Air. And I think it's reasonable that you get a 256 gig of SSD and also meron tayong M1 chip, and which is known na medyo powerful. So, ano bang inaantay natin? Let's unbox and let's take a closer look at this device. Time to remove the plastic. Okay? So yan. So basically, simple lang naman yan. Yung, we got the silver color of the MacBook Air. So time to unbox this one. Let's see. Alright, so first, we got here, ayan, the MacBook Air. And the silver comes with a classic feel. Actually, I like the silver color of the MacBook Air. It brings the classic feel ng isang MacBook. And of course, we got here the basic ones, the basic things na meron tayo sa MacBook. Okay, lagay ko muna ito dito on the side. Let me place the MacBook over here. Ayan. So we're gonna open it. So ayan. So it will automatically turn on. And may sound siya. I'm not sure if you heard that one, pero may sound siya just like the classic Mac. Of course, we got here the USB-C cable for charging. And then, of course, we got here the USB-C power adapter. So this one is a 30 watts na power adapter from Apple. It's fine with me na 30 watts lang siya. Wait, nasan? Tama ba? Yeah, it's 30 watts. Okay, so nagsasalita na si Siri agad. Okay, so meron siyang papel. For some reason, pwede na siyang tanggalin. Damn, look at that. I love the display of this one. This is not the best display na meron sa isang Apple or sa MacBook. Kasi yung MacBook Pro, it has a better brightness at 500 nits. I believe this one is at 400 or 300 nits. So maganda naman siya, but it's not as the same as the one na nandun sa MacBook Pro. We also got here, of course, the Apple stickers in silver, the manual, and everything. So they made it minimalist. So, hindi siya ganun katakaw pagdating sa space, sa resources and everything. This is the way na ginagawa ni Apple para makatulong sa environment. Okay, so now, you've seen everything, what's inside the box. Now, it's time to unbox and to take a closer look dito sa MacBook Air M1. So, i-set up lang natin tong si MacBook Air. And let's see kung ano mapapala natin with the MacBook Air. Habang nagsiset-up tayo, gusto ko muna sa inyo ipakita na, okay, it's the same MacBook Air na meron sa mga current MacBooks na available sa market right now. And as you can see in here, ayan, metal sa likod. We got the Apple logo at the back. On the right, we got here the headphone jack. And we got a wedge shape dito. So, makapal, panipis na panipis. But sa ilalim, yan, makikita niya may curve siya. So, ang ganda niya hawakan. It's really the Air na gusto natin. Of course, meron tayong 2 Thunderbolt ports dito, which is basically USB 4. So, mas mabilis yung ating transfer speed dito since this one is using USB 4. And hindi ako magre-reklamo doon. I really like what we're getting in here. And unfortunately, hindi ko lang kung bakit hindi ko siya ma-set up pa. Tagal niya mag-connect sa internet. But yeah, you can see in here, it's still the same design that we can get on a MacBook. We still got here the large trackpad over here, which is multi-touch. It's glass. So it's the best trackpad talaga when it comes to notebooks. Walang bias. Sobrang ganda talaga ng trackpads ng Apple MacBooks. And the keyboard is now Magic Keyboard. So what's with the Magic Keyboard? So unlike the MacBook over here, ayan, so I got here the old MacBook Pro, the 2017, which is my laptop right now. Medyo, pag pinindot ko siya, parang ang babaw niya. This one, it feels like a normal keyboard. So, malayo na yung difference niya when it comes sa quality ng ating keyboard. And I actually prefer having the Magic Keyboard rather than the Butterfly keyboard kasi nga yung Butterfly medyo faulty siya. And with the Magic Keyboard, mas natural yung typing natin dito kahit na manipis yung design natin dito sa MacBook Air. One thing na napansin ko talaga dito with the MacBook Air M1 is, my God, it is super swift. Even doon sa startup natin, I'm actually surprised that nandito na kagad tayo sa home screen. Nakita nyo naman, kanina lang ako nag-setup just a few minutes ago. And I can really feel how smooth and how fast the M1 chip inside the MacBook Air is. Okay, so you might be asking, what is the M1 chip? Well, with the M1 chip, basically yung architecture niya sa loob, it's similar to the chip na meron tayo sa isang iPad or sa isang iPhone. Rather than an Intel processor na similar siya sa mga desktop and normal laptops na kita natin. With the ARM chips, iba na yung implementation niya, iba yung architecture niya. Basically, in layman's term, makaka-expect kayo dito ng smaller na manufacturing, which means that you can add more transistors, which means that mas maganda yung performance natin dito and yung power natin dito is more efficient, okay? And according sa Apple, nag-claim sila na more than 16 hours of battery life dito and hindi ako magtataka doon because I've been using the iPad Pro for almost 2 years now and I'm really happy with what I've seen do sa tablet na yon. It has a great battery life and it's also powerful. And this time, dinala nila yung chip na yon. It's a similar chip but more powerful, way more powerful chip, dinala nila sa MacBook. And that is the product ng MacBook Air M1. Okay, so you might be asking, okay, nakita nyo na naman to, alam nyo na kung ano ma-expect dito. We got the Touch ID, we got the Magic Keyboard. You might be asking, how about the applications? Actually, give me a few minutes as I will just install a lot of applications dito sa ating MacBook Air M1 and tignan natin kung mabilis ba to and kung magkakameron ba ng problema with the Rosetta 2, which is basically nagta-translate ng mga Intel applications nyo to M1 to compatible sa M1. Medyo nalilito na rin ako. Pero it's compatible to M1. So I'm really curious on how this notebook will do pagdating sa gaming and also pagdating sa other applications. So give me a few minutes and abangan natin kung ano ma-expect natin dito. So, I'm still in the process of installing different applications on the MacBook Air M1. And as you can see in here, meron tayo dito mga applications sa ating Launchpad. Okay, so give me a few seconds yan. So, Launchpad, makikita nyo, we got here the different applications that are pre-installed on the MacBook Air M1. We also downloaded the Office applications aside sa iWork. Yes, Office applications are available on the Mac App Store and it runs pretty well. Okay, so actually papatakbuhin natin Microsoft Word and there we go. So far wala naman nagiging problema with Microsoft Word. Everything is running really fine. And if you're asking me, ano ba yung pwede natin patakbo dito? Of course, we got here different applications from the iPhone and iPad, including Among Us and Last Day on Earth Survival. Yes, you can install iPad apps on the MacBook Air M1, as you can see in here. However, not all applications on the iPad and iOS can run on the MacBook M1. Also, meron ding mga problems like we can't do full screen on this one. Our controls is limited lang sa touchpad. So, if you're playing on free play, let's see here, sabihin natin ganito, you can't use the WASD on this game. So, you need to use, ayan, you need to use your mouse, idadrag mo yung touch, yung kanyang joystick or use the touch na control. And then, of course, kiklik mo pa yung use, which is a lot of a hassle. But if you're playing games, let's, for example, meron tayong game dito, Last Day on Earth Survival. It's a really good survival game for smartphones. This one supports WASD, although it's not perfect. I'm still experiencing a lot of bugs, and I believe that Apple needs to do a lot in terms of iPad and iOS apps emulation. Sana meron tayong mapping ng buttons dito since we do not have a touchscreen display on the MacBook Air M1. So as you can see in here, I can move WASD, ayan. So medyo may problema pag nasabihin natin WA, WD. So hindi siya ganun ka-smooth, nagkakamera siya ng problem. So it's a little bit annoying for me na ganun yung aspect na na-experience natin with the MacBook Air M1. But here's the thing, the M1 is power efficient. It's so good na yung battery natin until now is nasa 31%. I think I've opened the MacBook Air M1 at around 60 or 60%, and I've installed a lot of applications including Steam, City Skylines, even games like World of Dragons. Yes, I've installed World of Dragons on the MacBook Air M1. However, problem pa rin naman dito sa app na to is similar dun sa Among Us. Kailangan touchpad yung gamitin natin to control. But here's the thing. It's efficient, yes, but is it powerful? You already saw, kanina, we're running Microsoft Word. We're running Last Day on Earth Survival. We're running Among Us. Kanina, hindi nyo ba napansin, we're running World of Dragon Nest. We're also running Resolve on the background. However, wala pa tayong video dito and other things na nakalagay sa timeline. But isa pa sa hindi nyo napansin is we're also running the game City Skylines using Steam at the highest settings possible. We're running City Skylines at 2560 by 1600 resolution at high graphics settings. Here's the thing. Kanina pa ako here's the thing. Pero kasi sobrang nakaka-amaze yung Apple M1. Kasi despite running different applications on the Apple M1, nakita nyo sabay-sabay, we got Apple iPad and iPhone applications, we got Microsoft Word, we got Resolve, we got everything, we got here City Skylines, and the game is 1600. It's running at 2560 by 1600, and yet the frames that we're getting in here is very playable. I believe we're getting 20 to 30 frames per second, and if you can turn down the resolution on this one, we can get better gameplay experience on the MacBook Air M1. Hindi lang yun. We do have here a fanless design. And as you can see here, hindi pa tayo nakasaksak ng power brick natin dito. Imagine if nakasaksak na yung power brick natin dito. And yes, it does heat up a little bit sa part na to, but it doesn't get to the point na kasing init niya ng mga Intel processor. So ibig sabihin, maganda yung power efficiency, maganda yung thermals, and the Apple M1 chip inside this one is really powerful. And I believe that in the future, maraming mag-shift to ARM processors because of its efficiency. Hopefully, Microsoft can do something about that sa Windows. But right now, what we're seeing dito sa Mac M1, it's powerful, it's power efficient, and nakita nyo naman, sabay-sabay tumatakbo yung applications, and we do got here a fanless design, and yet we're running these applications without any problems. So yeah, I guess that's it dito sa ating quick hands-on, cool hands-on unboxing natin ng MacBook Air M1 2020. So if you like this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and be sure to click that subscribe button along with that bell button to get notified of the latest videos here on my YouTube channel. So once again, I am Jam for JamOnline.ph. Thank you for watching, and see you guys again sa susunod na video. Makapag-open nga ng different applications in here, sabay-sabay. Damn, bro. Damn, bro. Damn, bro. Man, so fast. So fast.